reminded him. It is stupid, but I'm kind of in awe of my own willpower right now. It's very masculine. Well, I'm in awe too, Audrey admitted. So don't eat it. Let's go dance. But halfway through the electric slide, Jeff disappeared. Audrey found him 5 minutes later behind a large potted palm, standing suspiciously close to the cart. Jeff, stop, she hissed. I haven't eaten it yet. Jeff shouted, holding a hot dog in each hand. What do you mean yet? Audrey, what do we do about the 7 I already ate? Audrey stared at him, horrified. 7. In 5 minutes. You're not an optimal male. Jeff, you're a human garbage disposal. Let's get you out of here before you start eating the centerpieces. Chapter 32. The Ditching of Drake. While the Binghams were fleeing the hot dog massacre, Jennifer was having her own realization at the bar. She had spent the last hour listening to Drake explain how his yellow energy was being suppressed by the lack of natural sunlight in the ballroom. Hey, Adam said, appearing at her side. There you are. Why aren't you with your buddy? Drake, I thought you two would be snapping towels at each other by now. Actually, I ditched him, Jennifer said, taking a sip of her drink. Ditched him? Yeah, Drake's kind of a douche. Adam blinked. Then why were you palling around with him all night? I was trying to be polite. Adam, he's your friend's ex. Wait, no, he's my ex. I don't know why I was being polite, but honestly, I'm sorry. I have to say it, I feel uncomfortable around him. And I feel uncomfortable with him around you. Adam's chest puffed out slightly. It's weird. I feel kind of jealous. Is that what this is? Are you telling me you've never been jealous? No, never with any other girlfriend, Adam admitted, looking genuinely surprised by his own emotions. But with you, for some reason, I am. Maybe you're special. Maybe I am. Jen smiled, leaning into him. Hey, should I tell Stacy she has to find somewhere else to stay? Yeah. Adam nodded. That might be a problem. I totally agree with what you said up there. Leprosy is disgusting. Wait, I mean jealousy is healthy. Or something. Chapter 33. The Spontaneous Art of Failure. Russell was currently in the middle of a public art project in the hotel lobby. He was wearing the child's large spandex wrestling shirt they had given him, standing perfectly still next to a luggage rack. I'm a conformist overcoat, Adam. Russell shouted as Adam and Jen walked by. Faye says, I'm expressing the weight of the corporate soul. You're expressing the fact that you shouldn't wear spandex after age 12. Russell, Adam said. Don't listen to him. Russell, Faye called out from the elevator. Your aura is glowing. You are the art. I am the art. Russell cheered, though his face was starting to turn a light shade of blue from the tightness of the shirt. All I know is, Russell whispered to himself as Faye walked away, if it wasn't for literacy, or leprosy, or whatever the gala was for, I would have never met you, and I would have never known how much I love spandex. He stayed there for another 20 minutes, until the hotel security guard asked him to move or be deaccessioned. Chapter 34, The Final Diner Rule. The group reconvened at the diner at 2 a.m. Jeff was still smelling faintly of spicy mustard. Adam was still glowing from his first experience with jealousy. And Russell was still wearing the spandex under his tuxedo jacket. So, Jeff said, looking at the bill, "What did we learn this week?" "We learned that I'm special," Jen said. "We learned that I'm structurally significant," Jeff added. "And we learned that leprosy brings people together," Russell chimed in. Audrey looked at all of them and sighed. "No, we learned that the rules don't matter, because no matter how many hot dogs Jeff eats, or how many Navajo outfits Adam's mom brings, we're still going to be sitting in this booth next Saturday." "To the rules," Adam said, raising a French fry. "To the lack of them," Jeff corrected, finally reaching over and stealing the fry. Outside, the city that never sleeps continued its chaotic dance. The satellites hummed, the TV signal remained steady, and in the heart of Manhattan, five friends continued to play the only game that truly had no winner, and they loved every second of it. The end. The Engagement Rules, a novelization. Chapter 1, The Hippie and the High-Rise. The morning light in New York City was never quite pure. It was filtered through a hazy cocktail of smog, steam from the vents, and the looming shadows of towering steel. Inside the apartment of Jeff and Audrey Bingham, the atmosphere was equally dense, though mostly with the scent of dark roast coffee and a decade of comfortable cynicism. Jeff Bingham sat on his throne-of-leather armchair that had conformed to the specific topography of his body over 13 years of marriage. He was a man of simple needs, a working remote, a sports schedule, and a wife who occasionally let him win an argument just to keep the peace. The peace was shattered by a frantic knocking. "Jeff, can you get that?" Audrey called from the kitchen, her voice carrying that specific tone that meant she was already multitasking and didn't have a third hand for the door. Jeff sighed, a sound that contained the weight of all human suffering, and hauled himself up. He opened the door to find Adam Rhodes, their younger, significantly more optimistic neighbor. Adam looked like a golden retriever in human form, eager, slightly confused, and always in need of a favor. "Hey, can I borrow your inflatable mattress for my mom's visit?" Adam asked, shifting his weight from foot to foot. Jeff leaned against the doorframe. "Yeah, sure. It's in the hall closet, somewhere behind the box of things Audrey won't let me throw away, but refuses to use." "Thanks, man. Actually, I'm running to the airport to get her right now. Can you, bring it over?" Jeff stared at him. The silence stretched. "I'm sorry, Adam. Did we get married when I wasn't looking? Because I don't remember the for better or worse. I'll haul your inflatable bed's part of the ceremony. It's just that Jen's meeting my mom for the first time," Adam pleaded, his eyes wide. "It's a big deal. It's pretty exciting." Jeff's eyebrows shot up. "How so?" Usually, meeting a mother-in-law